What's going on, everybody? What's up? All right, Instagram is trash. All right, we're gonna scratch Instagram. What's up, everyone? We are live on Twitch. We are live on YouTube. We are live on TikTok. What's going on? Let me fix this mic here. Hold on. Let's do this. There we go. All right, hold on. We're going to fix this mic here so I'm not leaning back so much. Yo, what's up, everyone? My name is Jay Tarantino. I play guitar to band called Etherius. I'm here doing some daily live shredding every night. Hold on, I gotta mute that. All right, what's up? We got a couple people watching on YouTube. Shout out to Darkwing and shout out to Cabins. Darkwing says, yeah, I didn't have my Cubase channel turned up on OBS. My audio signal. She says, way better, dude. I haven't been home yet. It's been such a long... listen, I feel you. This is going to be a short one. Pause. Because I had a long day, too. I'm fucking tired. We are on YouTube. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. Are we anywhere else? We are not anywhere else. I was trying... oh, we're not on Instagram. I was trying to do the Instagram, but it wasn't showing up right here. We're on TikTok. We're on Twitch. And we're on YouTube. Let's go to Twitch and see if anybody... yeah, man, nobody's over on Twitch right now. It's all good. I'm going to play that one again because I was having audio issues here. So let's play that again. That was a song called The Dark Oracle. I like opening with that one because it like forces me to play fast right away. So there's no easing into it, man. It's just like... just punch in the face right away. All right, let's do that one again. that was a song called The Dark Oracle right there. All right, what's up, Jackie? What's up, Robert? What's up to everybody on TikTok? Let's see. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Who we got going on? All right, not a lot of action going on. I think everybody's on YouTube right now. Darkwing says she feels like YouTube is out to get me. All right, what are we doing on Twitch? Let's see how we're doing over there. How's the reverb tonight? I know tonight or yesterday we went a little overboard with the reverb on the mic. All right, Ryan says it's cool and all, but I bet you can't play it on a red guitar. Dude, I can only play, if I don't play a blue guitar, I can't play guitar. I can only play the blue guitar. I just can't. I'm a terrible... Any other color, I'm just fucking terrible. Actually, I do have a red guitar, but it's missing a string, so I can't really play it right now. Robert says, I nearly didn't make it tonight, only home from the hospital. Dude, I hope you're feeling better, man. You sent me a DM with what was going on. What's up, Silvio? Silvio says, hello from Spain. What's up, dude? Welcome. We got Giuseppe in the house. All right. We are live on TikTok. We are live on Twitch. We are live on YouTube. I am a very lazy string changer. This is truth. Let's see, who else we got here? If you guys want to check out the stream with a better, with multi-cameras, go check it out on YouTube. Go check it out on Twitch. Giuseppe says, Jay the professional. I am a professional, dude. I know what I'm doing. I've been playing guitar for almost 30 years, my friend. I know what I'm doing. I just got to keep adjusting. There we go. I keep having to, like, hunch down. I'm still getting used to this mic. All right, what are we doing? I'm playing more music. That's what I'm doing. All right, Cabin says, I've started the journey of He says, I've started the journey of quality audio into my phone and stuff. I just want to plug and play. Dude, yeah, the best thing, if you want to stream, anybody that wants to stream to TikTok or Instagram or any social media platform, you want to do it from your phone, get yourself this mixer. You can't see it. I can't. If you're watching on YouTube, it's the Roland Go Mixer Pro. So what I do is I take one of the outputs of my audio interface and I plug it into the Go Mixer, and then I just plug the Go Mixer into my phone, and there you go, man. You get professional audio. You can hook up a mic. So, like, you don't have to have like a fancy setup. Like, this is not really a fancy setup, but you don't have to have a super crazy setup for it to work. Like, for the last 2 years, I've been streaming to TikTok from my phone with this little mixer. So, you know, it's effective, man. The audio sounds good, so. Yes, I have a professional setup now. I'm a real influencer now. What's up, Corn Lord? Why is there reverb on the mic? There's always been reverb. Do you want me to turn the reverb off? Is the reverb too much? We could turn it off. Or turn it down. Hold on, let me try turning it down. Shout out to Easy Mix. We'll turn it down a little bit here. Let's do this. All right, how about now? How does that sound? There's a little bit there, but it's not nearly as bad, or it's not as wet. What's up there, music? What's up, Mama Wolf? We got the whole crew here. We got the crew on TikTok. We got the crew on YouTube. We got not so much the crew on Twitch. But it's all good, man. I literally just started streaming on Twitch this week. Don't say the M word. What's the M word? I don't know. Music? Oh, that M word. Yeah. No, it's wet. When you have a lot of reverb, the signal is wet. It's wet. That's literally what we say. That's what producers call it. Make the signal more wet. Add more reverb, delay, whatever effect you want. You know, there's like a mix, wet and dry signal. See, Ty knows what's up. Ty says can confirm. That's it, man. He said add more moisture. There it is. Yeah, man. This one time I used to date this girl. Never mind. I'm not going to go there. I'm going to play a song. I probably told that story already. We're not going to go there. All right. Here's a song called Thread of Life. That is what she said. Yes, sir. right, that was a song called Thread Alive. What's up, Space Cowboy? Yo, what's up, Patricio? He says, awesome dude as always. A hug from Florida. Dude, say hi to your dad for me, man. I haven't seen him in a minute. All right, hold on. Where's my session? I need a second monitor. I need a second monitor in the worst way. This is driving me nuts. Yes, it is Jackie's birthday tomorrow. I'm not going to say how old Jackie is. She can say that if she wants. But everyone say happy birthday to Jackie. Her birthday is tomorrow. Shout out to you, Jackie. Uh-oh, we got. I just got an alert on my phone. We got a tornado watch. We got a tornado watch out here in Jersey. What the fuck? That never happens. That's pretty crazy. What's up, everybody on YouTube? We on Twitch. We're on TikTok. We're on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Thank you. You're welcome, Jackie. What's up, Maze? What else we got here? We got Eber. What's up, Eber? Eber. I hope I said your name right. He says, awesome. Thank you very much. May says, we just had a nasty tornado in Atlanta. Dude, Kentucky's getting destroyed. Poor Kentucky. Jay gonna have to stream from a bunker. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to my dad's house and go hide out in the basement. Listen, I will find a way to stream wherever. If I gotta stream from a storm shelter, I don't care. I'll figure it out, you know. That's how dedicated I am. Yeah, but you couldn't, listen, with all due respect to all my brethren in the Midwest, you couldn't pay me enough money to live out there. I'm not trying to get my house reduced to toothpicks from a F5 tornado. No, thank you. Although I guess no matter where you live, I mean, we had Hurricane Sandy in 2012. So nowhere is safe. But yeah, I definitely ain't trying to live out in the Midwest. The Great Plains, the Ohio River Valley, hell no. You couldn't pay me enough money to live out there. What's up, Stray? I am very dedicated, yes. And now that I got my setup, figured out, I'm going to be just streaming. You're not going to get enough of me. You're going to get, you're going to get sick of me. I'm going to be everywhere. May says, I love the mic. Dude, yes, the mic, I finally have, good quality vocal audio. I used to have the room mic for how long? What's up, Sandra? All right. Let's play some more music. Enough talk about tornadoes and stuff like that. Let's get back to the music. This next song is called Veins of Silver and Sorrow. Again, I am playing tracks from my band Etherius. Where's my album? Here it is. Our new album is called Hymns of the Crimson Raven. We have 3 albums, but this is our newest one that just came out in November. If you want to check out all of our music, I have a link tree. If you're on TikTok, you can check it out in my bio. If you're on YouTube, I'm going to put it in the chat right now. Let's put this in the chat. I have a bunch of links there if you want to support in any way, you want to contribute, you like what I do. And if you a hater, keep being a hater. I'm going to keep doing what I do here. I'm going to stream every day just to piss off the haters. And I will drop the link in the Twitch chat. Oh, hold on. There we go. See, I need a second monitor here. I definitely, I need a YouTube mod probably. I don't know how do I make that happen? I'm not working tomorrow, so I have a couple hours to figure out my Twitch, figure out what I'm doing as far as all the stream elements, the what they call the extensions, and I can figure out a bunch of things. So I'll be able to do that. Stray has 4 monitors. Jesus Christ. I just need 2. All right, Stray says. All right, Robert says, can we have Veins? Yes, I will play Veins for you, man. All right, bro, you need to get some rest. So let me play this for Robert. Robert's a dedicated listener. All right, Stray. All right, my lawyer will call your lawyer, and we'll figure it out. Just knocked my cable out of my guitar. Whoopsie. I don't know why this song is playing in like a half step higher. That was a song called Veins of Silver and Sorrow. I'm going to play that one again because I like playing that song. I really like playing that song. We're going to do, I'll play Veins and then I'll do Unity and Ra for, I'll do Ra for Maze. But I gotta play the white guitar because I need the drop tuning. All right, let's see here. And we got a couple people on Twitch, a couple people on YouTube. What's up, everyone? We're on TikTok, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram. We're not on Instagram. TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. That's where we are. And what's up, Jinx? What we got going on here? I gotta fix this camera. It's fine, though. For now, it's okay. She said my phone. Jesus, you and your dead phone. Like I said, I'm gonna get you a power brick. All right, let's play that one again. That was a song called Veins of Silver and Sorrow. All right. Why is this song so familiar? Maybe you've heard it before. May says this track is insane. Dark when you cut your hair. All right, listen, pictures or didn't happen, all right? And she says, I gave him so much ish for cutting his, but it looks a lot better. I needed the change. All right, well, we'll see. I'll be the judge of that. I know, I'm such an asshole. I'm just busting your chops. Robert, have a great night, man. Get some sleep. All right. Well, I got to switch guitars. That's right. We're going to play Ra. What's up, Chuck? All right, hold on. Let me switch guitars here. We're changing the set a little bit here. We're going to shuffle some songs around. All right, I got a tune now. Don't worry about it, man. It's not that involved. I literally just switch guitars and just drop one string down, make sure the other strings are in tune, and there we go. No problem. We good, man. I just gotta cue it up. Cue it up in Cubase. Where is it? There it is. No, that's not it. Hold on. That's not it. Oh, here it is. All right. All right. This next song is called Unity. I got to play Unity before Ra. I can't just play Ra. We're going to do Unity first. Here we go. This one's from our second album, Chaos Order Renewal. I don't have a physical copy to show you because we sold out. But if you want to check it out, just click the link tree in my profile. And if you're watching on Twitch and YouTube, I dropped the same link tree in the chat. Check it out. Let's take that from the top. I fucked up. Inexcusable. What's up, Kerblong? Yeah, that second guitar solo was by Angel right there. Awesome solo. My dude Angel Vivaldi right here. This song is this solo is so good. Solo is my other guitar player in Etherius, John. He's awesome. Jazz, classical guitar player. I turned him into a metalhead. What's up, Nuevo Martino? Welcome. Thank you. All right, that was the Eye of Ra and Unity in Darkness. That's going out to Maze by request. Thank you, brother. Let's see here. Sandra, thank you for the gifts. We hit the gift goal on TikTok. Let me reset that. And Jennifer, thank you, Jennifer. I don't know if Jennifer's still in the chat. All right, let's reset this here. All right, since I got the drop A guitar, let's play another drop A song here. Sandra, thank you. All right, let's do. All right, we're gonna do this next one. This is Hymns of the Crimson Raven. This is the title track from the new Etherius album. Here we go. What's up, Joe? That was Hymns of the Crimson Raven right there. What's up, Joe? Who else we got here? What's up, Mabelina? I hope I said your name right. Welcome. Who else we got here? What's up, Chase? I think Austin. I saw Austin in there. I missed Austin, bro. Sorry, man. What's up, Austin? All right, let me switch back to the blue guitar, man. We're going to keep playing some more tracks for you. We are live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. And we are live on Twitch. We're doing some things here. All right, let's see. What do we got going on? Not much on YouTube. It's kind of a slow night. I guess everybody's out partying. I did start at 9:30, yes. All right, let me switch guitars. I should probably mute my guitar. All right. Let's go. Let's play some more new stuff. More tracks from the new album. This next song is called Sedna. All right, let's see if I'm in tune. Out of tune. All right, that's better. Let's try this again. All right, here we go. Whoops, overslid a note by a half step. Whoopsie. All right, yeah, somebody, like, don't come in here and promote your music and you've never been here before. You don't contribute anything. You're just like, oh, follow, check out my song. And meanwhile, you got an avatar as your profile pic and you got 2 followers, man. Get the fuck out of here. That's like, that would be like me in real life going to somebody's house or going to an event where I don't know anybody and I just start going up to people and telling them that I have a business and they should check out my business. Well, why the fuck should they check out my business? Like, what value do I offer to you before you even think about doing something like that? Like, people are fucking stupid. Joe knows what's up. He gets it. Anyway, he's gone, or she, whoever that is, that person's gone. I guess they just left. Thank you, Jackie. Like, at least contribute, at least if you, like if somebody like Chase or Austin put in the chat, hey guys, I have new music or something, or I just started a new project, go check it out. Like, I would totally promote it because the 2 of them are always in here. They contribute, they interact with the chat. Like, then yeah, absolutely, you contribute something, you add value. So then yeah, I'm gonna promote you. But if you're just some random douchebag that doesn't contribute anything, you know. All right, Greg says, play a song for me. I'm fighting demons. Mama's 2-year anniversary that she passed. Bro, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I lost my mom a couple years ago, too. So I'm going to play a song for you. This next song is called Gilded Shadows of Oblivion. That was a song called Gilded Shadows of Oblivion. Yeah, man, we got nothing but positive vibes in here, except when people come in and tell us to listen to their music and they've never been in this chat before. Greg, you're welcome, man. Let's see here. Austin lost his stepdad, bro. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Jackie says both parents gone. Yeah, dude, I don't have my grandparents would have been in their 90s. That's on both sides of my family, so they're no longer here. But you know what, man? My grandparents, I had them around for a pretty significant portion of my life up till now. So I know some people never really met their grandparents or their grandparents passed away when they were little. But yeah, I got to know, my grandfather passed away when I was 20. Actually, my I had two great grandmothers that were still alive when I was until I got to high school. They lived to be in their 90s, so that's pretty cool. My grandfather passed away about 20 years ago. My grandmother died in 2017, and then on my mom's side, well, that's a different story. We won't get into that, but it is what it is. But still. Thank you, Chase. What's up, Jalen? Jalen says, bro, always cooks with these live vids. Jalen, bro, thank you, man. That's it. If you got grandkids, hell yeah, make memories with them. All right, Austin said his great-grandma almost made it to 94. Yeah, I had two of my great-grandmothers. One was 91. I think the other one was 93. And my grandfather's sister is still alive. She's 95. So my grandfather had 3 siblings, and 2 of them are still alive. Unfortunately, the men in my family seem to die like 20 years before the women. So I guess the odds are, if I get to live to my 70s, I'm cool with that. But you know what, man? Let's not talk about that. Let's play some fucking music. I'm not here to contemplate life. I'm here to play some damn music. Let's do it. This next song is called Arctic Shadowscape. Shout out to everyone on TikTok. The Bleeding, I don't know The Bleeding. I don't do any covers here, man. I just play all of my own original songs. So all the music you're hearing here is from my band. It's all music that I wrote. Let's see, who else we got? Let me make sure I got everyone. No, dude, it's all, don't worry, man. It's all good. Jackie's going to be 60 tomorrow. Shout out to Jackie. Spend the day with your grandkids. They're cute. Those two little guys are funny, man. I see some of your videos. All right, anyway, here's a song called Arctic Shadowscape. And they play Master of Puppets. So that's cool. They got good taste in music, just like their grandma. All right, that was a song called Arctic Shadowscape. Greg with the gift, brother. Thank you, Greg. We got, what else we got going on? YouTube, we got a couple people on YouTube. On Twitch, we got Dogbutt666. I love that name. Dogbutt says, sick playing, dude. Thank you, Dogbutt. He's a first-time chat contributor. Thank you very much. Joe, thank you, Joe. Joe on TikTok. Shout out to you, man. All right. And Dogbutt with the follow, man. Appreciate that. We are streaming live on Twitch. Yeah, his name's Dogbutt666 over on Twitch. Thank you, man. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. We're on TikTok. So if you're watching the stream on TikTok and you want a multi-camera angle, you want to check out the multi-camera stream version of the stream, check it out on YouTube. Just look for Jay Tarantino on YouTube and then type in on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/guitarboss. But the O is the number 0. Chase says, God, that mic is crisp and fresh. Carry On, Kansas. Carry On, Wayward Son. Great song. I don't know how to play it, though, man. Sorry about that. Darkwing says, none of that is good. What? None of what is good? What isn't good? Oh, dog butt? Do I ever do any session work? Yeah, I mean, I can. I haven't had anybody hit me up in a while for session work, but I do. I do lessons. I do sessions. It's been a while. Joe says, should I stay here? It's up to you, man. If you wanna check out the multi-camera, multi-camera. Well, not even. It's just 2 cameras. If you want to check out the multi-camera stream, go to YouTube, go to Twitch, because I'm streaming TikTok. I'm doing the stream from my phone. Oh, you're. Yeah, everybody tell Joe in the chat if he should go watch on YouTube or Twitch. What do we got going on YouTube? It's quiet. All right, we got Dogbutt over on Twitch. What's up, Quinn? Yeah, so if you want to check out the multi-camera, a little bit better audio quality, because I know TikTok compresses the shit out of the sound, check out the stream, like I said, twitch.tv/guitarboss, but the O is the number 0, and then YouTube is just Jay Tarantino, and my page will come up. But let's see, what do we got going on? Nothing on YouTube. All right, man, let's play a song. Dogbutt, he says, do you think Kiesel guitars are overrated? Nah, dude, I got one. I got this one. I do think the new model they came out with is kind of ugly, but Kiesels are not overrated, man. Dude, I've had this guitar for like 10 years, and dude, I love it, man. They're solid instruments, dude. I don't think they're overrated at all. There's just some models that I'm not really a fan of. I'm not a fan of headless guitars, so the Vader is not really something I'm into. And this new one they came out with, I'm not really crazy about it. I'm a Strat, Les Paul, Flying V Explorer. I'm an old school kind of guy, so I'll stick with my Super Strats. Dogbutt says my poor friends keep. That's because they're poor. Yeah, people hate on things they can't afford. They're not overrated. What's up? Joe's on YouTube. What's up, dude? Hell yeah. All right. Oh, and then I think Austin asked me if I played a song. I don't remember which song he asked. Oh, Joe asked if I played the Omnipotent or Eye of Ra. I did play the Eye of Ra. I did not play the Omnipotent yet. So we're going to do Rivers. Let's do Rivers right now. Bang your head, throw your horns in the air. This one is fast. again. Knock my guitar cable out. All right, we're not ready for that song yet. That was a song called The Rivers of Sand and Blood. What's up, everyone? What's up here? Let's see. What's up, Ash? What else we got going on here? Let's see what's going on in YouTube land. Okay, TikTok. All right, Joe says the TikTok audio wasn't much different. Okay, that's good. That's a good thing. That means that we have good audio all around. That's good. That's very good. Yeah, the chat on YouTube is dead. It's gonna be a little. I gotta build it up. You know, it's a little bit of a process. I gotta build it up a little bit. What's up, Blade Addict? Blade Addict says, "Dude, bro, I finally got to see you, bro. Dude, bro." Bruh. What's up, man? It's slower. Oh, is it? Yeah, I know there's a little bit of a lag. I got to figure. I think it's the bit rate. It's either my internet speed or it's the bit rate that I'm streaming, that I'm uploading to. So I'm going to have to, tomorrow I'm going to have some time to like really tweak the settings on here. All right, Austin says he hears a slight echo. Is it when I play the song? Is it my voice? What is it? Is it the whole signal just have an echo? Jordani asks if I know Hotel California. I do not know Hotel California, but that is a great song. Joe Walsh, Don Felder, they're two of the goats. Everything, yeah, I'll have to, hold on, let me try something. How about now? How is it now? Jackie could sing Hotel California. No? Okay, it's still... Okay, yeah, I'll have to sort that out. All right. Joe's waiting for the Omnipotent. All right, let's do the Omnipotent right now for Joe. He's been waiting patiently. And then maybe we'll do Pyramid after that. We're going to do a few more, man. I got to go to bed. I'm fucking tired. All right, here we go. This is the Omnipotent. I did play hymns, but I'm going to play it again. All right, Blade Addict's he's gonna listen to the stream while he plays Elden Ring. Hell yeah. This is the perfect soundtrack for it. All right, Joe with the fire emojis in the YouTube chat. What's up, Cabins? Cabins is back in the YouTube chat. Twitch, all right, Dogwood asked my process for solo writing. I will, when we're done with this song, I will answer that question for you. That was from the second Etherius album, Chaos Order Renewal. All right, Dogbutt had a question on Twitch. He asked, what's my process for solo writing? Really what I do, I'm actually going to start doing some streams where I write a guitar solo live on stream. I have some ideas. Hold on, I got to fix my screen here. Give me a minute. I just realized the album cover got cut off slightly. There we go. Okay, so Artal, I hope I say your name right. He says, what band do I play in? My band is called Etherius. I'll put that in the chat for you. And if you want to check out the songs, you can click the link tree that's right there in my profile. All right, my process for solo writing, what I do is, I don't know Blackened, man, I'm sorry. I don't do any covers here. I just play all of my own music. My process for solo writing, man, what I do is I just loop the section over and over again, and I will just sit for hours and just try out different things. I'll record hundreds of takes of different ideas, and then I might take a couple of ideas that I like and try to piece them together, and I'll just take like the different takes and I'll cut and paste. I'll just paste the solo together. I'll kind of piece it together. Just cut and paste different sections together, even if it's not really, even if the crossfades aren't that great and it's kind of rough sounding as far as production, just something to give me an idea, and then I'll learn it, the way that I comp it, and then I'll practice it, and then I'll record like a final version of it, like all the way through. So it literally, it takes me hours sometimes to write guitar solos because I literally do hundreds and hundreds of takes of improv. I might come up with an idea for one little piece of a lick that's maybe 2 bars, and I might just play with that for hours, just that one lick. And just through the process of trying out different ways to play it, different ways of phrasing something, even if, like I said, even if it's a small lick, I'll have take after take of different ideas, and then I'll kind of pick which ones I like, and I'll try to like comp a solo together, just cut and paste different takes together, and then see how it sounds. And then once I get something I like, I go back and I actually like figure out how to play it physically, and then I'll record it again. Do I sing my solos? Sometimes I get melodies in my head. Like for instance, the the solo for Veins of Silver and Sorrow. The first lick is this. Hold on, let me try to get a little close up of it. So literally the first lick in that solo is this right here. You can't see it. And I'm fucking whacking the mic stand. It's I had been playing around with this arpeggio. I had been messing around with I had an arpeggio that was kind of like that. And I accidentally did that first slide when I was doing a take. Like, it was just, I didn't mean to do it. And that slide too was kind of an accident as well. I was playing around with this kind of melody. It was something like that, and then I accidentally did this. And Angel was helping me write the solo, and he was like, "Dude, that first little slide is pretty cool. Like, let's try using that." And so I did a bunch of takes trying to figure out how to play the slide, try to time it, and eventually, after like a half hour of going back and forth with the time, I came up with the. So that was the first lick in that solo, and then once I got that, the rest of the solo kind of wrote itself. Like, I had a bunch of really cool ideas, and then even the ending lick for that solo. Originally, I had something different. I had this. It was like it was something like that. I had some string skipping thing that I was doing. And then I did something like something like that. I don't even remember what it was now. This was like 2 years ago. It was something like that. And then I did the run at the end I came up with. So the solo, I have to find the early takes. I have the early takes of that solo somewhere. So it sounds totally, you'll see some of the licks are some licks that ended up in the final solo, and then some of it is completely different. You'll kind of see where it started. Actually, I think I'm going to do a stream soon where I'm going to write a solo. We'll do it on stream. I'll write a solo on stream, and I'll kind of take you through the process of how I do it. But that's what I do. I try different ideas. I record literally 100 takes sometimes. I take some of the licks that I like. I cut and paste the solo together. Just even if the editing is not perfect, if I like the idea, I sit down and figure out how to play it, and then I record it, and usually like 99% of the time that ends up being the final solo, the one that I end up comping and like relearning. That's also a great way to practice too, because like I don't play. The way that I kind of improve my playing is just through writing. I write solos, and I sometimes I write things I can't play, but I have an idea in my head, and then I'll practice it until I can play it. So that's a great way to improve your playing too, instead of just running scales and arpeggios all the time with a metronome. Is like actually writing music. Maybe that's a little bit beyond your skill level, and then practicing it, figuring out a way to play it. So I hope that answers your question. That was kind of a long answer to that. Which is why it takes me forever to record music. Joe says, have you heard someone else's solo and it inspired you to write your own? I'm trying to remember maybe early on, not really anymore. I might hear like a really killer Bodum solo, and I might like the vibe of it, where not to the point where I'm going to try and learn it, but I might use it for a little bit of inspiration. A lot of it is just I hear things in my head. You know what's funny too is like my day job, I work in a trade, so I'm always around loud machines and machinery and equipment. And sometimes the equipment has a rhythm to it. I know this is crazy, but like sometimes like motors and stuff when they run, the way they might hum, they have like a rhythm to it, and sometimes shit like that gets the gears going, and I'm thinking of a melody or something. It's like one of these things, dude. It's just like this happens to me when I'm trying to sleep too. Sometimes I'll be my gears will just be spinning. I'll be like thinking about melodies and thinking about guitar, and I can't fucking stop. It's a blessing and a curse. Yeah, dude, I use real world sounds sometimes. Jared says metal Hall and Oates. Maybe tomorrow. Blade Addict says, I hear things in my head too, but I know they're not real, so I have to ignore it. I think they have, they have people that specialize in that kind of stuff. They have college degrees. They might be able to help you. Jared says, Jay's the freaking boss. Metal Hall and Oates. All right, Dog Butt says, got to get back to work. Great stream. I'll see you. Thank you for the follow, man. Thanks for the question, too. Have a great night. All right. Let's do a couple more, because it's almost my bedtime. You know what's funny? Now that I got this new setup, I talk a lot more. It's funny how that works. All right, let me switch guitars. Good night, Jackie. All right, Jared says, dude, listen to the second half of... Blade Addict says, I know I've heard of those people, but they just sound like a bunch of crackpot. Dude, I agree. I have thoughts. I have opinions about therapists, but I'm not going to get into it. Let's stick to the music. Jared says, dude, listen to the second half of Luck as a Constant by Periphery. Can you give us something? I'm going to have to listen to that because I'm not familiar with that song. I'm not too familiar with Periphery's catalog. I have the first album and the second album. I think the second album. The album that has Make Total Destroy. I fucking love that song. That riff is nasty. I think it's the second album. Periphery 2. Whichever album has Make Total Destroy. Okay, yeah, dude, that song is awesome. What's up, Pete? Dude, I got the upgrades, man. I know Ragnarok. Yeah, I'm familiar with that song. Jared says you remind him so much of that guitar. Thank you, man. Dude, I'll be honest with you. I'm not the hugest Periphery fan. I'm not a fan of Spencer's vocals, but I think the musically, they're great. I'd rather listen to them instrumentally, to be honest with you. Which is why I play instrumental music, because so many good metal bands and then the vocals ruin it for me. That's why I do instrumental. All right, here's a song called Ad Livun. All right, that was a song called Ad Live on right there for you. All right, we're going to do one more. I know a couple of you asked for this one. We're going to do Hymns of the Crimson Raven. This is going to be the last song of the night. I got a tune. All right, yo, if you all want to check out, the new Etherius album is called Hymns of the Crimson Raven. If you're on TikTok, just click that link tree in my profile. Check it out on Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp, Google, Amazon, YouTube, all the streaming platforms. If you're watching the stream on Twitch and YouTube, I have a link in the chat. Checking out the link tree. Yo, my man Larry C, what's up, brother? Larry C's on Twitch and YouTube. What's up, man? We bossing up, dude. Thank you, Larry C. Appreciate that, man. All right. Hold on, let me make sure I'm in tune here. Oh, happy birthday to your wife, man. Shout out to Larry C's wife. It's her birthday today. My birthday is, what's today? Thank you, Robert. My birthday's in 3 weeks. No, my birthday's in 20 days. No, 21 days till my birthday. Shit. I'm getting old, man. Shout out to the Geminis out there. All right. Shit. Nice how young you be. Some young ho. Nah, I'll be 41. Turning 41 in June. In 21 days. All right. Blade Addict says, happy early and belated, I guess, in case I don't see you. All right, Larry's going to be 4. All right, so we're around the same age, yeah. Shout out to you, man. Who else we got here? All right, man, it's time to play one more song for the night. I'm going to be back. I'm going to do 2 streams tomorrow. I might do an afternoon stream and an evening stream. So be on the lookout, man. I'll be posting some stuff on my socials. If you're watching the stream on Twitch and YouTube, I got some all my socials are there posted on the screen. I have a link tree that I dropped in the chat. If you're on TikTok, I dropped the link tree in my profile. You click the link in my bio. This next song is called Hymns of the Crimson Raven. All right. Austin says, sounds so nice and crunchy. Thank you, man. That was a track called Hymns of the Crimson Raven from the new Etherius album of the same name. All right, everyone. It is time for me to get out of here. I will be back tomorrow. We'll be doing it all over again. Larry C says, I'm digging the outro tonight. Thank you, man. Yeah, dude, that song with that key change at the end is just super epic, man. I love it. I'll be back tomorrow, man. I'll be posting some stuff on my social media accounts, man. We'll see what time. I might do an afternoon stream and an evening stream tomorrow. But I'll see you all. Again, if you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, check out the link I dropped in the chat if you want to check out more music, if you want to support me in any way. And if you're watching on TikTok, just click the link tree that's in my profile there. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great night. Peace. All right, now I got to turn two things off at the same time here.